All right, guys, good morning. It's time for back day. Nailed my diet yesterday. The cut is going good. I'm going to start at least weighing myself once a week, maybe every day. I'll keep you informed on that. But it's back day, and I got a few questions to answer. So, first question is, what specific weaknesses or imbalances in your back have you identified, and how is today's session designed to address them both functionally and aesthetically? That is a pretty good question. So what I do notice from doing my pose downs every day is that my lats are a little bit behind my traps, but I don't want to just completely neglect my traps. So I'm trying to focus more movements on targeting my lats instead of my traps. So something I'm incorporating now is some heavy barbell rows. Of course, using the wrist straps, take my forearms out of it. Anytime you're going heavy in back, if you want to get the most out of it, I highly recommend using the straps. So that's kind of the focus right now. How do you mentally approach pulling movements differently than pushing ones? And what does that reveal about your mindset in handling resistance, both in the gym and in life? Okay, that second part I'm not sure if I'll be able to answer, but I'll try my best. So pulling movements is anytime you're training your back, you want to get that deep stretch. Like, let's just use lat pull downs as an example. You want to go to the full extension and feel your shoulders come up and your back stretch. And in that position, that's when you can make that mind muscle connection with your back. And when you pull the weight down, it's so easy just to do it with your arms, but you can use that sensation of that stretch to kind of identify how you pull with your back. And once you get that, that's a pretty big game changer, just like working out your chest with your chest and not your arms. So the second part of that question, what does that reveal about your mindset handling resistance both in the gym and in life? Well, in life, life isn't going to go according to plan. It never is. There's going to be ups and downs, and you got to understand that during those tough times, that's exactly the time you need to be at your best, because that's when you grow the most. If life was easy, you never scraped your knee as a kid, and you got to be older and you fell and scraped your knee, you wouldn't know what to think. So, that's just a small example, but there's going to be adversity. There's going to be things that are just going to get in your way, but you can't let that stop you. You got to let that strengthen you and take you to the next level. Last question is, if you could only keep one back exercise in your routine for the next year, which would it be and why, considering hypertrophy, joint health, and long-term progression? That's a tough one. I don't think I ever take lat pull downs out, but I am starting to really like barbell rows. So I might revisit this question once I leave the gym today, but I'm going to say lat pull downs. It just seems like the most complete movement. It's the most, I don't know. Just when I think back, the first exercise I think about is lat pull downs. And once you start to get lat pull downs down pat, it's really kind of hard to compete with that. But we're going to get in there. So the plan is, and sometimes the plan changes, I'm going to do barbell rows, dumbbell rows, lat pull downs, and cable pullovers. So we'll see if that goes according to plan. If it doesn't, that's okay, because we got plenty of other exercises we can do. So let's get in there and destroy this back. you have it. Back day is complete. And usually I'll have a bunch of questions up to answer to kind of guide me through what to talk about. But I tell you what, we're going to talk about this back workout. I don't need questions today because I'm pretty excited. So it ended up being, I think it was about 10 sets for back. Solid. So I went pretty heavy. I warmed up with just the bar doing barbell rows. And then I kind of upped the weight a little bit, wrapped my wrist straps in there, made sure it was nice and tight. So I was pulling with my back and not my arms. Getting that technique down felt really good. I felt like I was really pulling with my back and the weight felt good. Solid back pump on that one. And after 2 sets, it was great. So that was a very solid starter, and I think that set up the rest of the workout, right? So after that, we did dumbbell rows. Went really heavy on that one, and I got the wrist straps in there really good. I messed with my foot position and everything. Put my knee forward on the same side I was pulling because I've seen that somewhere. And really focus on pulling with my back. Nice, slow, controlled reps. Again, it just added to that back pump. And after 2 sets of that, I moved on to lat pull downs. And I used a different attachment there too. So I just mixed this whole workout. Like I had a plan, and it was similar to my plan. So it went pretty much according to plan. But I used a different attachment on the lat pull downs. So it was just a tighter grip. The stretch felt really good. I went really heavy, nice squeeze at the bottom. Really focused on the stretch on that one, and it felt amazing. So 2 sets there. No, I actually did 3 sets barbell rows, 3 sets dumbbell rows, 2 sets lat pull down, and then I used a different attachment on the pullovers too. It was the V-bar attachment because I saw somebody using that in the video too, and I wanted to try it. Went heavy there, nice stretch, nice squeeze at the bottom. Did 2 sets there. Went and did my pose down cardio. I toned it back a little bit, listening to my body. I went a little bit slower, but the back pump was amazing. It was great. It's the best back pump I've had in a long time. So I don't really foresee me switching up that back training anytime soon. It really was just that good of a workout, you know, so I don't really see a reason to switch it up next time. So it's going to be pretty similar. We're going to push the weight, progressive overload style, and man, it was just a great back day. You know, I'm just getting giddy. I'm super excited. Sticking to the diet too, I had 6 eggs, 2 rice cakes with sugar-free jelly. I'm going to start adding a little more vegetables into my diet. Sweet potatoes, more broccoli, red bell pepper, kale. Yeah, kale. Things of that nature. Switching chicken, lean ground beef, lean steaks. Like, I'm just so excited. I have a plan. I got my calories right in the right spot to where I know I'm going to lose weight. So the transformation is going to be amazing. God, I'm just so excited. So if this is the kind of stuff you're interested in and you got any questions you want me to answer in my next video, leave a comment below. If you like daily workouts, natural bodybuilder, just trying to be the best he can, hit that subscribe button. But I appreciate you guys joining me. Don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive. Never give up on yourself. I'll see you guys tomorrow for chest. Have a good one.